Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start off with this modern farm loft that I built. This build was supposed to be something small, quick, simple. Well, that didn't really happen the way I wanted it to, for the simple fact that I got so inspired. Even though I did want to do something small and simple, it just escalated pretty fast and I ended up making a loft farm. I've seen a lot of farms, but I've never seen a loft farm before. So that's technically what I went with. I decided to build this, and I kind of wanted this storyline. I do have two Sims living here, and this is play tested. It has 3 bedrooms, an office, a large kitchen, a living area, so everything is functional. Chickens and a pretty garden too. So technically the story I wanted is that the couple that ends up living here, they're very modern, and they literally wanted the modern, lovely luxury lifestyle, and that's technically what they went with. They didn't want to sit around and wait for the town to evolve along with it, so they decided to start building this crazy pretty loft for themselves. I did have a little bit of trouble like trying to get the loft window to work, because like this entire view was so pretty. I have the screenshots. I took them at night because at the screenshot at night did it justice of how pretty this window looks. The outward view of just having like the sky above you was brilliant, and it was so pretty, and I'm so excited and so happy that I did this build. I did take a while to build it. What I kind of sped build it because, like I said, I wanted to do something simple. I do have 2 other builds that are almost complete, but I haven't completed it yet because I told myself that I was gonna sit down and do a small build. You guys can see the small build that I did. It ain't small. Right now I'm just deciding if I was gonna put like a little chimney. I did decide to put the chimney, and I left it there because it looked really cute. Even though I never place the chimney, most of the times I don't actually place the chimney where, well, the fireplace where the chimney is. I kind of like to think that they left this part of the house there and they thought it looked aesthetically pleasing, which I also think it does look really pretty. So I just went and I vibed with that about them because I thought it did look really cute to have like all of this how do I say, like the style for the house in such a very countryside, because this is on Henford and Bagley, so I thought it was pretty fun. I still am working on my legacy build because I took some time off from building because I kind of got a little bit overwhelmed because my legacy build is really big, and I think I'm building it on a 50 by 40, and I have like a lot of things that I want to do there, so I'm taking my time with that build. But that is, oh wait, no, then that means I have 3 builds. I have one that I'm still currently doing and 2 that I still have to finish, like putting, the landscape is done. I just need to finish furnishing it, because I always start a build going, I'm gonna make a small house, and then it turns into like a 3-story house or a 2-story house with a billion rooms. So I kind of function like that. I'm sorry guys. But moving back into the build, I am currently working on the landscaping. You guys will see that very soon. All of this landscaping that it's the terrain paint that I put on the floor. Yeah, it's gonna disappear. I saved it. I saved the game. I went out because I took some time to eat, to get up, take a little stretch, and when I came back into the game so I could carry on, all of my terrain paint had magically disappeared. So that happened. Here I decided to add the little chicken house. I already have like 3 little chickens. I have 1 rooster and 2 hens, and it's simply the cutest thing. I'm actually gonna start playing with the chickens. I never actually stopped to play with the chickens, so I'm probably gonna get like a chicken for my legacy challenge. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. I'm still on the 2nd generation. She's about to become an adult, so there's not really nothing really wild going on. I think I'm just doing the legacy challenge so I don't lose my mind whilst I'm building and stuff. I do also add 2 little beehive little bee box. It's still a beehive, but anyway, a little bee box because I wanted to have a little bit more to this, and I wanted it to have a literally like a little feel of a farm, not just like the plants growing. I did put some plants into this build, so you probably, when you download it, you will definitely get pumpkins, lettuce, watermelons. I don't remember the other one I put, but I put a lot of things. They're all oversized crops, so you'll get the oversized crops like practically almost ready to be harvested, so that's yay. Here I'm working on the landscaping before everything disappeared, because then I just changed it to tiles because I don't trust this game. I don't know why I even trusted it, but anyway, I'm gonna start doing something that I used to do. I'm gonna do the terrain paint last. I'm gonna say this, but I'm probably gonna forget to do it later on. Here, as you can see, I have changed it and I turned the pathway into tile, and I'm just getting some terrain paint on the other parts, which I hadn't done yet, which was by the chicken house and the bee box, because I wanted it to look a little bit more lived in, like they go there like every day and feed the chickens, they check on the bees, so I wanted there to be like foot marks on the ground. I also did that with the farm area, but I didn't really intend to just leave that little ground there empty, but I still did that anyway. Now I'm kind of working on this little giant empty spot on the front yard. I didn't really want it to throw in a billion more landscaping and plants, or even like put a tree. I was gonna put the tree to the front, but I really liked the way this looked, so I decided to make a little patio where, well, or maybe a little porch. It's a little porch where they can just like hang out and have a little barbecue once in a while. So I put that there, and I thought it was really cute because it literally gave it a little bit more of the modernness that I wanted. I might make more lofts later on because I actually kind of think that's really cool. I do end up changing a little bit of the little part that I did leave open for the window, because I actually found a better, what's it called? It was supposed to be like a better fence to put in there, so you guys will see when I start actually decorating the inside, when I get to that part, it'll be a bit different from what you guys saw. Here I'm just putting in some extra details, and I do add in that little chimney just so we can have the fireplace working properly and it looks a little bit more realistic in the end. Now I'm starting to go into the house. I did the main ensuite bathroom first, so I don't have to record the other one for you guys to watch, since I kind of basically do the same. It's just mirrored from what I do here. I actually love putting the bathtub on this little, like, in a higher position. It's functional, it works perfectly, but it also gives like a little bit more function, and it actually makes this entire bathroom more chic. And I also really like the tiles and the paint that I used for the walls. It actually really looked pretty as well, so I actually went with the modern, very chic vibes instead of the more country, cozy vibes. I think it still in the end had both modern and chic vibes to it, so it's definitely something that would totally make me want to live in a farm. If it was this modern and just like very well decorated. The outside looked very different from the rest, especially the colors. I really love the colors of this house. The dark and light colors just made everything just come together for me. Now I'm doing what I love to do, which is clutter. And cluttering this bathroom was pretty fun because I get to stuff everything in the sink, or else your Sims will, well, not the sink, but the counters, or else they will leave cups and plates in the bathroom. I still don't know why. It's a bathroom. They shouldn't even go in there to do anything besides use the bathroom. But anyway, I am also finishing up this little area that I did for one of the bedrooms. I have already furnished both of the bedrooms for a child / teenager, because initially I was going to have a family of 4 live here, so like the walls and everything there, even though one of the walls is very neutral but the other one is actually very pinky, I wanted it to be like 2 teens in this house, but I ended up just using like the townies that I literally bulldozed like their house, and I just made this there. I still wanted to make this area very cozy so they can look in the star, they can look up at the stars, and I kind of like to think that this is not only one of the teen rooms, but it could also be where like they go and sit and gossip and stuff, you know, like very cozy teenage vibes from both of them. So that's technically what I wanted to do. Now we're literally furnishing the living area. Did I give them a cat? Of course I gave them a cat. It's a build. It's a build. It's like, it's my build. If they don't have a pet, they need to have a cat. Okay, I did make a house where they had a dog, so I have changed some stuff. Also, yeah, the Goth renovation home also had a dog, so I broke the cycle a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But either way, I did end up adding a small cat bed, especially, well, why did I say cat bed? Cat tree to this build, because I didn't really think that the bigger one was gonna fit, especially because the living area looks big, but it's actually not that big, or as big as I normally like to make my living areas. But I think the furnishing still went on with the rest of the house, especially what I wanted to do with it. I do end up adding it later on, especially whilst I am like doing finishing up the kitchen. I do end up changing the fridge, and well, during this build, as you guys are seeing, I do end up changing the position of the fridge, but later on when I went to test it to make sure that everything was functional, I did have to change the position of the stove because there were towels, you know, the towels were open, but I mean, they said they couldn't get there. Like, it was just not happening. Literally, really not happening. I don't know why, I just remembered Road to El Dorado, but yes. So I kinda had to change it. I did end up putting the stove in the middle, and everything that was in the middle on top of the counter, I put it on the side where the stove is now. But besides that, the kitchen is actually still functional. Everything in it is very functional, so you guys won't have any problems using it. Thank goodness, because I was like, why there's space, and then oh seriously, and then I had to remove it. I even removed the wall, but apparently they said no. So I don't know, it's The Sims. Why am I trying to understand The Sims? So now I'm doing this little thing that I loved doing, which is like stacking those wine bottles one on top of each other, because it kind of gives those little home wine bottle units that you can like put on the wall. So I kind of went with that, and I really loved the fact that the wine bottles were just there, you know, by the side. You could get up and go get it. I really enjoyed that. I did abuse the Dream Home Decorator. I will not lie. I abused it a lot, and I am not afraid to say that that is one of my favorite packs. Always. Besides that, the kitchen was very fun to do. It was actually very simple to decorate. In total, I think I took 4 hours building this, but in the end, it was actually very worth it, even though I had like a couple of problems because I did do it in 4 hours, but I didn't do it 4 hours the same day. I did 2 hours of one and 2 hours of the other. So I took rests, and I did it in focus time so I wouldn't go crazy. Now I am simply rearranging the windows of this office because I wanted it to look outwards so they can see their little garden, but they can also see the little chicken box. I did use the curtains we get with modern Luxe kit. I thought they looked really pretty, and they actually went very well with these kinds of windows, especially with the curtain rod. Yeah, I think it's the curtain rod that we get along with it, which just makes everything so pretty. And I don't have to like shrink or add 30 different curtains to make everything go. Here I'm just cluttering up the desk because I still wanted it to look a little bit cluttered. The Sims that live here, for now, they don't really have occupations, but one of the Sims, I definitely decided that one of them will definitely work as a farmer, but then I actually decided that maybe both of them could work as farmers, or one could work as a farmer and then the other one can I think it's the botanic career that we get. in like the gardener that by the end you can just grow up and you choose the branch you want. So I'm considering that, because like in the end of the career they become like gardeners and everything, like not gardeners, they become scientists, and they study plants, they can get cow plants and everything. So I'm considering doing that. But now we're into the bedroom, the first bedroom, which is the master bedroom. And I know I hate making bedrooms in the bottom of the house. It gives me weird vibes having people pass through and see my bedroom, but it's The Sims. I'm gonna pretend people are chill. At least in the game, people are chill and they mind their own. But there's always a little bit of gossip rolling around. I did add 2 mirrors to this room because I wanted it to have the little fun, amazing little feeling of I can still do my makeup if hubby is using the bathroom, and I can still check my clothes if someone else is using the other mirror. So I did go with that idea, and I actually thought it was cool. So now I'm choosing the curtains for this room. Since I chose rounded windows, there is this curtain that I'm using. I did have to use the tool mod to, thank God for the tool mod. I did have to use the tool mod to be able to place it how I wanted, because it was very hard. It did not want to go down. So I did use that, and now I'm on the upper part that you guys can see. It just looks so pretty. I can't wait for the screenshots. You guys are gonna love it. I did this little arrangement, like a little area that they can just sit and listen to music. That's literally what I wanted, them just to sit down and listen to music. Now I'm on the last segment. I'm doing the children / teens rooms at the same time. So this is literally the last 2 decorations of the home before we get into the screenshots. But it was very simple. I didn't try to copy it that much. I tried to make it a little bit different from each other, but still with the same vibes and a little bit of the same aesthetic. And that's technically my build for this week. I will see you guys tomorrow for more. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And have a great day, guys. Well, have a great day, week, month, year, whenever you're watching this. I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.